Greetings everyone, and welcome back to the High Iron. As you can see here, this day's chase wasn't a typical one. Instead of chasing CSX trains across Central Florida and South Georgia like I normally do, this chase involves recently restored steam locomotive 148 on US Sugar's Railroad in South Florida. Here, we can see 148 as she reverses through the town of Moorhaven on her way to a siding where she'll have her train for the day delivered to her. With 148 put into the siding, the wait for her return trip back to Clewiston hauling the first cane train of the season began. This also allowed US Sugar to let one of their other freight trains pass on through Moorhaven. That train in question was the Sebring Turn, a northbound mixed freight carrying cars bound for interchange with CSX. The reason the train was going so slow was the fact it had to stop for the swing bridge over the Caloosahatchee Canal. Unlike some other swing or drawbridges in Florida, the swing bridge in Moorhaven didn't have a bridge tender, which meant that the conductor had to get out of the train and activate a switch on a relay box to align and lock the bridge. Once the bridge was lined, the Sebring Turn continued its trek north to Sebring. The next train after the turn was the train that was delivering 148's consist for the day. Getting to see one of US Sugar's GP11s leading was also a nice treat. With all other trains out of the way, 148 was clear for departure, running over an hour late. While we wait, let's give some history on the Old Pacific. 148 was built in 1920 by the American Locomotive Company in Richmond, Virginia for use on the Florida East Coast Railway hauling both freight and passenger trains, even the ones that ran down to Key West. In 1952, 148 was retired from the FEC and was then sold to US Sugar. After 148 was retired from US Sugar in the 1960s, she then found her way up to New Jersey, hauling tourist trains along the Black River and Western Railroad in the early 1970s. After her tenure on the Black River and Western was over, 148 was then ping-ponged between various owners before finding her way out to Colorado in the early 2000s, where she remained until 2016. In that same year, US Sugar repurchased 148 to be restored and ran on their main line to haul both freight and tourist trains. In 2020, 148 was returned to operation, and the rest is history. After chasing and beating 148 to another crossing closer to Clewiston, I got to see something I never thought I'd ever see: a steam locomotive hauling a revenue freight train at mainline speeds in the 21st century. Truly a sight to behold. We then managed to beat 148 one more time, catching the 101-year-old steamer bringing the cars of sugarcane over the final leg of their journey to the Clewiston sugar processing plant to be processed into sugar, then shipped off across the country to be made into the sugary, unhealthy foods and drinks us Americans hold so near and dear to our heart. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and be sure to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see y'all later.